Hello, everybody. Hi, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Saturday Morning DOOGER. Hi, everyone. Welcome. God damn, she's bright. She's bright. I'll never be satisfied. I'll always be upset about how this camera looks. Always, forever. Hi, everyone. Morning, morning. Or rather, early afternoon for me. Poor Clarky is downstairs. She don't feel good. So yesterday I ended my stream really suddenly, and I'm sure some of you guys were like, what is going on? I was obviously tweeting stupid shit like do it for him about the Beast Breakers character, so like, you know, there wasn't anything like super serious going on. But the reason that I had like kind of panicked at the end there was because I had 4 missed calls from the nursery. And a voice message from my mother-in-law being like, Clarky's really sick. Because again, remember my mother-in-law was like, I'll pick her up and bring her to your house so that you don't have to use gas. And even though we got gas, she was like, I'll still do it so that I can see her. So they had started calling me like a little after 5 and her pickup time was 6. So she had just been like super sick, like stuck there for like 45 minutes. I felt awful. And it's so bizarre because I had seen lots of other stuff that had come through on my phone, but not that. So, yeah. So I had this like long voice message from my mother-in-law being like, she is not doing well. They gave her a little bit of medicine at nursery and she's probably going to feel a little bit better here, but like, you know, I'm going to take her home right away. And I was like, don't worry, we have gas. I'll come get her right now. So, cause she was going to have to wait for my father-in-law to get home with the car. So yeah, the reason that I shut everything down was I was like, mom mode, just like, shut it down, go get my baby. So she's okay. She actually woke up feeling totally fine. Fever's gone, eating great, tons of energy. So we're like, I guess her body just had something, like she ate something or I don't know what, but there was just something that her body was like rapidly trying to get rid of. And she feels fine today. She's just a little tired. So, but yeah, she passed out on the couch just a couple of minutes ago. And I went to Sam and I was like, so she's asleep. He was like, oh, well, that's good. And I was like, yeah, I think if she wakes up and she's alone, she'll be really upset. He was like, yeah, I'll go sit with her. I was like, okay, good. So odd. Yeah, she was not in a good way last night. And it's fine now. Question mark, question mark. Quote, quote. I had to get rid of the excess sass. Well, it certainly did not work. I was like, Clarky, do you want to be by yourself? Because she was like wrapped up in the blanket. I was like, do you want to sit by yourself or do you want to snuggle? And she was like, I want to snuggle. And I was like, okay. So I like took her shoulders because I was trying to like kind of guide her into my lap because that's what she wanted, was to lay down on my lap. So I took her shoulders to try and like position her. And she like sits straight up and she goes, ow, mommy. And takes out her finger. She goes, mommy, my shoulder hurts because you were not being gentle. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Clarky. So, my plan right? She's communicating with me when I do things that make her uncomfortable or hurt her. So, you know, valid complaint. I wasn't gentle enough, or I grabbed her shoulder in a weird way and she was like, ow. The fuck? So I think today I have a short list of fabric stores that are now open and thriving, fingers crossed, that survived the pandemic, that I think I'm going to try to go to after Saturday morning DOOGER. Because if you'll recall, I said I was going to make matching nighties for Clarky and her little cousin who just had tummy surgery. And I asked if there was any fabric that they want me to avoid, if there's anything that could potentially like irritate her skin around like the opening and stuff, and they were like, we have to fully cover it, so you know, any fabric is fine, which means I get to choose whatever I want, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to a couple fabric stores today and see if I can find a cute fabric to use for a nightie. Make sure it's pink for Clark, or rainbow. Rainbow is her third favorite color, if you'll recall. I have heard of Gardic. I have a lot of friends who use Gardic for like drawing games and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, that's true. The whole rainbow is only third. Well, pink is number 1 and purple's number 2 and rainbow is number 3. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, she's doing okay. Office is looking nice. I have a 10-hour shift. This is a great way to start the day. Thank you, Princess Inky. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I started going through a bunch of shit in my office, so I'm kind of hiding it behind the chair, but are you used to the shifting weather you might not have been in Los Angeles? Well, as a reminder, this is the sort of weather I grew up in. Do I miss the sun sometimes? Yeah, but we just had summer, so not really currently. Every time it rains, I'm like, fuck yes. The big issue right now is that we don't have, like, the correct size raincoat for Clarky. She's still wearing one that's a little too small for her. So if she's got, like, you know, undershirt, shirt, and then a jumper, and wants to put a raincoat over the jumper, it's like too many layers now. So I need to find a cute, probably pink, purple, or rainbow raincoat for my kid. Prescott and I had our second baby girl last week. We named her Harvey. It's been a rough week. She's been in ICU. She had issues during birth, but we're now on a really good recovery, and we got to hold her for the first time today. I'm so glad. Oh, congrats. I hope everything continues in that direction. She has glittery pink and purple wellies, yes. And even when it was very hot outside, she wanted to wear them to school. So I probably won't play Gardic with chat. It's just not really on my radar, so Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I should use October for, like, a personal drawing challenge. I'm always terrible at those, though. Does Clark have an umbrella? No. Most people here don't have umbrellas. It's very much like Oregon in that way, where it's, like, kind of weird if you have an umbrella. Everybody just has, like, a good raincoat and grit, and that's it. Yeah, it rains all the time in Oregon as well. I don't think I've ever owned an umbrella. Some of the October art challenges have only one prompt per week. That's nice. I like that. One prompt per week. That's more doable. Yep, Jesse and I are going to play Life is Strange True Colors. Whenever I take an umbrella in the UK, it stops raining immediately. Yeah, it's quintessential, like, it's raining, you get ready for the rain, you're all ready for it, you're good to go, and then, like, 5 minutes into being in the rain, the sun comes out. This has happened almost every time I've sent my kid to school the last week. I've, like, gotten her all ready for, like, a horrible rainy day. And then by the time I get home from dropping her off, the sun's out. I'm like, all right. Well, she's ready for when it rains again, because it will. Oh my god, I've been playing a lot of Beast Breaker though. Last night while I was, like, on and off watching Clarky, I was playing a lot of Beast Breaker. That game's great. I messed up. I stayed up all night. Bonus, I get to watch Dodger stream. Are you getting to watch me because you still haven't slept? Please sleep. Please take care of yourselves, guys. Please sleep. Sleep is important. It's very important. As a nap queen. Is that wind? That? Yeah. I haven't finished Kana. I haven't gone back to Eastward yet. So here, actually, I'm gonna close Beast Breaker. There we go. Am I excited for Endwalker? I am. I got to do the media stuff for Endwalker, which I'm not allowed to talk about, but it was very cool. Secrets. Yup. Sometimes the brain rats don't like sleep and they keep you up and they wake you up early. Totally. I can appreciate that that's a thing. This is one of those things that, like, I will never fully understand what it's like to have insomnia or any of those sorts of things. It's really rare for me to have trouble sleeping. But I can appreciate that it's absolutely a thing and that I have many friends who struggle with sleeping and a husband who struggles with sleeping, so. What classes do you play in 14? I am White Mage forever. a little bit blue. A little bit of blue. One of the classes that's coming with Endwalker, I actually really want to play. But I'm not going to talk about it because I signed papers that said I wouldn't. Rip Red Mage. Red Mage is in Final Fantasy XIV. Red Mage is actually great. It is. I love how often people are coming in here and seeing this weird blurry picture and going, is that Lord of the Rings? It sure is. So is that. Just started playing White Mage this month. It's very fun. It is fun. I have not built the moon. I hear there was a bet with JP about it. I hate this because honestly, now I never want to open it. Thank you, Zico. That's very sweet. Happy 70 months. Yeah, the like 14 media box has like a floating moon thing in it, and JP on Sam's stream yesterday was like, I set mine up first try and no one sets them up first try. And Sam was like, oh, I don't even know what that is. And I was like, oh yeah, we got one, I just haven't opened it yet. And JP was like, I bet if you can set it up first try, I'll give you 100 subs. And now I just don't want to do it. It's very JP to brag about it. It took him hours and screaming to Aaron for help to do it. Wait, did it actually not, like, did he actually struggle really hard with it? Because that's hilarious. Amazing. Yes, he struggled. Chestnut foraging season has begun. Oh my god. Again, not a person that grew up with chestnuts, so they're like... I sense rigging game suggestions? What do you mean? I mean, we can open it. Should we open it? I feel a little better about it now that I know that that him saying that he did it first try was a goof. Are we allowed to open it? I mean, everybody else has opened theirs, so... It's very cool. I want to keep this box. Endwalker. Yay. Neat, neat. And then inside there's a little moon. And from my understanding, it's like a moon that sits on like a platform that has a magnet in it, I think. And so the magnet will make it look like the moon is floating, question mark. Thank you for participating in the Endwalker digital media event. We would normally invite you and all of our other participants to an immersive experience at a live venue. This year we decided to host this first hands-on preview digitally. Inside is a moon lamp, a jacket, a USB drive, and a notebook. Let's fucking go. Okay, here's the little moon. Cute. Oh, it's like, wait, it's already, okay. Here's the moon. Cool. With a little thingy that gets plugged in. Okay. A hoodie! Wait. Let's go. It's not a hoodie. There's no hood. It's an actual just jacket. Ooh, yeah. I love. Nice. And then the USB drive. There is something on the back. And the Wowker. And then a book. It's a grid book. Fuck. Okay. Oh no. Wait. I think there's little Japanese instructions about the moon. Okay. Suspend the moon. Place it on a horizontal plane. Plug in the power. Hold the moon with both hands. When you feel a force that suspends the moon, slowly release your hands. The moon will completely overcome gravity. Incredible. When it is felt that the force of the edge of the base pulls the moon in different directions, the suspension fails. Do not release the moon from the hand. Correct the direction of the moon again. Place it vertically. The bottom is vertically aligned with the center of the suspension base and resuspended. When the moon is successfully suspended, you can control the moonlight by touching the power mark. Okay. Shall we? Okay. Scary. Okay, great. So we'll set this, oh, sure. Yeah, we'll set you there. Here. Doop. Let's go, I guess. Okay, so the way that it looked was like you hold it like above and you slowly put it down in the center. And if it feels like it's being pushed equally from all ends, then that means that the magnets are like gonna be holding it suspended, right? But if it feels like it's getting pulled in a different direction, then there's a problem, I think. Bottom of the moon is aligned with the center of the base, placed vertically downwards. When you feel a force that suspends the moon, release your hands. The moon will overcome gravity and float. When it's felt that the force of the edge of the base pulls the moon in different directions, then the suspension has failed. I guess this is... Okay. Get fucked, JP. Woo! Yay! We did it! Victory. It rotates! You can't tell, but it rotates. That's incredible. What? That's so cool. What? This is so cool. Yeah, you can cut the like ridges. You can see them. Oh, look at this. How cool is this? I don't think we can make it dark enough in here for it to like... That's so cool. Yeah, it says Endwalker on it. My cat would destroy that. Yeah, I'll put it up there somewhere. Oh my gosh. Do they finally walk to the end? I have no idea. Media tour doesn't mean that you literally play the whole game ahead of time. Is there a switch on it? No, but there's a... So you can like change... Oh, you can't see it. So it's a different color now. It's like a peachy color. So yeah. Can you fit your hand between the moon and the stand? I can. I stopped it from moving though. But yes. What happens if you lift the base? Nothing. You could kind of see it just then. Wait. There we go. Oops. It's not level, that's why. That's very cool. I gotta message Sam. I gotta tell him that I crushed that. So I had seen the other people who were in the media tour. Oh, were talking about how when I went to go look, they were talking about how they couldn't figure out how to do the moon. So when JP said like I did it first try, I was like, wow. Apparently a lot of people are having trouble with this, so that's actually really impressive that he did it first try. Which is why I was scared to do it, because I was like, apparently most people are not doing well. Seems awfully simple. So it's the key with it definitely is, I'm really glad I read that. The key with it is if you feel a magnet tugging in one direction, you have to like adjust. So as long as I didn't feel it pulling in toward one of the corners, I figured it must be fine, so I just let go of it. The instructions were missing for some people. Oh, maybe. When I looked in the box, this is what the instructions looked like. So some people might have seen this at the bottom and been like, well, that's not in my language. But lo and behold, English on the other side. So maybe, yeah, maybe some people didn't look at the instructions because they didn't realize that's what they were. Yeah, the jacket is really nice. I'm actually, like, big fan of the jackets with no hoods currently, so, yeah, there's the jacket, a little USB drive, and a book that says Endwalker on it. I don't know, but we're not here to do like a gendered study on who struggled with this. The camera light's freaking out, is it? It's so cool. It's turning really rapidly now. Sorry, one sec. Sherlock is like snuggled up with Clarky and it's really cute. Also, I did that moon shit first try, baby. Clipped for posterity. Would be cool to see it in the dark in a video or something. Yeah, I was thinking that. That's why I grabbed my phone initially. I was like, oh, maybe I could like film it, but really, I should wait until it's dark and then film it. Hi, I'm new. What's up, Zoe? Welcome. Or, you know, turn off the lights in the middle of the day? Sure. I'm sure that that'll make a huge difference for us. These lights are already off. Just to give you an idea. Okay, don't dogpile them. Don't dogpile them. It might be nighttime where they are. Did Sam get goodies too? So that's the weird thing, is I was added to like the UK media list, but Sam hasn't been like officially added yet, I don't think. So I was sent stuff, but he wasn't. And I got to do the like hands-on media stuff and he didn't, which I feel bad about. But he's like in contact with them now and has like signed stuff, so he should, like, in the future he should be involved, but is every exit in this room blocked by something? That's because that's what the moon came in. That is because I have a child that doesn't like to wear clothes. Although, to be fair, she's passed out on the couch right now, so it's probably not an issue. It was a trash can. This? It's a cat tree, but they don't use it, so it's a puzzle display case now. Oh, this? No. That's what this came in. Oh no. Oh no! I undid it. I picked it up too strong. Let's see if I can do it a second time. Twice. 2 for 2. Yo, that scraped the shit out of my finger, though. Be careful lifting these. Yeah, it's fine. I was just trying to show you the moon. My cool moon. It's not smooth. This? No. It has like a bunch of like marks and stuff. Like imagine something that's meant to look like an Earth moon. That's what this is. Imagine a moon. And then imagine someone made a toy of the moon.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Pudge Beep, thank you very much. Thank you for the resub. Why not 2 moons? Fuck, you right. Did he see it? He just said nice. Well, I needed a bit more than that. I needed a bit more than that. It's short and simple, I guess. Nice. Hi, lemons. Yeah. Have you been watching Squid Game or any other shows recently? Yeah, I've talked about Squid Game a couple of times. We still haven't finished it. We have 2 episodes left. But we've been watching it on date nights. So potentially, we'll see what he's doing on Sunday, but potentially after Godforge, we might watch the last two. I'm not going to actually make JP give me 100 gift subs. That's very silly. I did watch this. I shouldn't have, because I could have easily been spoiled on shit. But I watched. There's a person on TikTok who's fluent in English and Korean, who is doing kind of like character studies about the ways in which like the translations were wrong, like changed in really strange ways in the English subtitles. And was explaining like this character in the subtitles that was debunked. What was debunked? It's a difference of CC versus subtitling. What? The person on the TikTok was using transcriptions. The subtitles are still correct. Oh. But the things, they're using closed captions, not subtitles. I'm confused because at least in the one that I watched, the examples that were given were what we are reading when we're watching it. So it still, for me, it still applies because the things that they're pointing out are things that I read. Like I don't honestly see how that is debunking it, because it's still what people are reading if they put it on. We're not using closed captions. It's not the type that's like this sound happens and then this sound happens. We're using the subtitles on Netflix. Anyways, what I was going to say was they were pointing out ways that the translation had adjusted things that characters had said, and was explaining why culturally this is something that I don't think anybody can argue with me about. Was explaining why culturally the difference mattered, which is what I thought was interesting. But anyway, I haven't seen the last two episodes, so. Mellaroon, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you very much.
Coffee drinking burrito babe.
Don't say that, Yaz. I haven't seen it yet. I don't want anything, like, affecting how I'm going into this. I'm timing you out. I banned you for a second there. Let that be a warning. Man. man. Now I'm gonna go into the ending feeling tainted about how I'm gonna experience it. That bums me out. The power she wields. I don't time out or ban people almost ever because normally we've got mods in here. So this time it's just me. It's just me accidentally clicking on ban buttons. So watch yourself. Ruh-roh. Yeah, I set this moon up twice, no problems. The power I wield. Chat is normally very good. I don't have to worry too much. I bet you faked it and are using the Force. That would even more prove my point. I picked the best time to sub just in time to see Dodger get vengeful. No, come on. Any plans for an evening stream? Tonight? No, I am trying to get a bunch of people, a bunch of the players in the IO games together to do some kind of like chill game night thing. We don't have Misdemeanor tonight because Brett's taking the weekend off, which he deserves and he should. But I know that Summer and a couple of other people have talked about doing a game night for quite a while now. So I was like, we got no Misdemeanor tonight. We could do it tonight. So will you stream those games? No, that's why I said I'm not streaming tonight. Yeah, we do plan to do Demon Soulmates. We just haven't decided a time. I'm trying to put together a list of games that are going to be, like, good for October. No, Misdemeanor isn't done yet. Did you do any more of the glass staining? Yeah, I did. Well, were you here for when I said that I did it the second time? I've done it twice now. So I've done like the glass staining that just made it like a really light orange tint, and I did the glass staining that was like much darker, and I had said that if you do it lighter, it's not as vibrant, but you can't really see any streaking, whereas when it's darker, you can definitely tell when there's streaking. So, I think I'm starting Misdemeanor next. Yes! Do it. It's almost over. know. It's okay. What day of the week is the Fabia D&D game? Tomorrow. It's a Sunday. Why does this room have 2 doors? You could come up with reasons. I'm trying to catch up before the finale. Oh my goodness. I believe in you. One is for the ghosts. You got it in one. The exit is actually a trap door right there, and neither of these doors leads out of this room. Surprise, there were 3 doors all along. No, we haven't talked about the games we played this week yet. I just said that I played a lot of Beastbreaker last night. That would be amazing if you just walked out of this door and there was a hall that went that way and then this way and then, then you just come back out through this door. That would be that's the best. Yes, I want that. I'm trying to get into IO. There's a lot of material. Do I need to watch everything for interconnectivity or should I just wait for phase 3? So they've done a pretty good job. I don't know if you're using the Discord at all. The Discord has so much information to help with stuff. But if you want games that are like really connected to like the overall like story of IO, the Arcane Academy through line, the All King through line, and Goblins probably are the 3 that are like really important to watch. Misdemeanor is you don't have to know shit to watch Misdemeanor. Misdemeanor is just doing its own fucking thing most of the time. There are only going to be a couple of times that things happen where you're like, oh, I wonder what's going on with that. But yeah, Misdemeanor is just found family pirates dealing with pirate shit. Yeah, goblins are constantly finding lore that they don't really care about. Arcane Academy was the very first IO campaign, and it wound up like delving into tons of lore stuff. And then All King wound up being extremely lore heavy by the end. So yeah, I would say start with Arcane Academy, see how you feel, and then do All King and see how you feel. First season of All King is really short. And if you just want, if you want to watch something that's not lore heavy at all, maybe come hang with the pirates. Here, I'll link you to the IO Discord. There you go. That's the IO Discord. That's not our Discord. Do the pirates ever find out why there's a child on the boat? You mean me? You mean my character? I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch. Has the crew of the Misdemeanor ever robbed someone? I guess you'll have to watch. just started watching episode 1. Your character is kind of a brat. There's the, yeah, that's the pitch. That's the elevator pitch for my character. Who's this angry lost child? Sorry, I didn't think that counted as a spoiler. I don't, it did for me. But it's fine. Don't do it again. I squint at you. I'm coming from the channel that shall not be named. I did a lot of catching up for that. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of IO content right now. But yeah. My character in Misdemeanor is meant to come off that way at the beginning. So there you go. IO is another, like, it's a universe of D&D games that are all happening in parallel. And they're all run by Brett Ultimus. So all of the games are happening in the same world. They all affect each other, etc., etc., etc. Only the begin. If you feel like at this point Alice is still really one-dimensional, then I've done a fucking terrible job. I mean, phase 3... He's still toxic. He is. He's very toxic. I'm so glad that that symbol exists as something you can put on your character, because that goof is just evergreen for me. Hi, Sabo. I mean, all of... Unless something wild happens, everyone from Misdemeanor will be dead in phase 3. It's a really big time skip. So there, again, trying not to spoil, there's only one person that I can think of in our group that could last. And it ain't me. I haven't tried New World, but Sam's been playing it and adores it. He was saying that, well, adores might be a strong word, but he was saying it's really, really nice because you can literally play that game and just be a crafter. And that's all that you do. And not talk to anybody and just focus on crafting or focus on fishing. You can have that be your whole life in that game. And that's totally fine. And they've built it to be that way. Which is kind of great. So there are a lot of people that are just like, I kind of just want to play an MMO and never fight. And the game's like, okay. Great. You don't got to talk to nobody. All you got to do is make stuff and then sell it. You're welcome. We keep our boy alive. Okay, look. I'm not gonna tell you what it was, but Summer and I came up with like what I think was a pretty good plan. And then a bunch of shit happened. And now the plan doesn't work. But we were really proud of ourselves for like 5 seconds there. it would have worked really well. Look, I think it's still fine. We've still got good shit in the pipeline. It's fine. I can't tell you the plans. I'll tell it to you after once phase 2 is done. Then I'll tell you what Summer and my like grand plan was. It was not to become statues, no. This moon? I also love it. I need to find a good place for it. Is phase 3 a soft reboot? Phase 3 is a time skip. So phase 2 was a 500-year time skip, and phase 3 is going to be like over 1,000 years, I think. Something like that. Which is why I'm saying, like, there's literally one person in our group that I think can live through that, and it is not me. You're going to a Renaissance festival. Have fun. Freeze them in an iceberg? No. I would rather just play the character how I think, like, with what the character would want to do. And then once phase 2 is done, message Brett and be like, this is what he would do with his life. Assuming everything, like, lined up correctly. I don't want to, like, create situations to keep him alive that go against his character. Does that make sense? I'm not gonna spend my, like, precious last sessions being like, all right, what do I gotta do to make Alis undead? That's not very satisfying to me. Yeah, it's super metagaming, big time. You're gonna make me cry. No! I know. I'm sad they're ending too. But then we got phase 3. This is how I'm gonna put the bandage on. Is I'm gonna start thinking about what I want my phase 3 character to be. Oh, I like this. This is comfy. Where can I watch this? The IO stuff? You can watch it on Brett Ultimus's channel. Such as A-list backwards. I've really ruined myself, by the way. Every time I see the name Alice, I read it Alice in my mind. I've, like, destroyed the name for myself. But I do really enjoy people that haven't seen his name written out trying to spell his name in chat when we're doing misdemeanor. People come up with really creative ways to spell Aelis's name. Aelis. Yeah, it's spelled like Alice. Bye, Violet Vigo. I haven't looked at Next Fest. How did you come up with the pronunciation for Aelis? I had read that at a certain point in time, the name Alice was used for, it was like a genderless name. And I was like, oh, I kind of love the idea of making a male character and calling them Alice. And maybe they would just go by Al. And then fucking Arcane Academy started. And any of you who've watched Arcane Academy, you might see the issue with this. There was already a character in IO named Al. And I was like, son of a bitch. Literally the first 2 games to start in the like IO online games. Arcane Academy and then Misdemeanor. There can't be Als in both games. So I was like, okay, well maybe I'll adjust the pronunciation of it. And went with Aelis. And then I had already established that, and I just didn't bother to change this, but I had already established that my snake's name was Eleanor. And then fucking Bree's character on Arcane Academy is named Eleonora. I was like, what is this? So mad. Great minds. Great minds. So yeah. That was what happened with his name. That's some inconvenient synchronicity, you know. It happens. Also, can we talk about the fact that there's also a character in Arcane Academy named Ailish Malcolm? And no spoilers, but like, that's been a thorn in my butthole. I just can't win. Duke's phase 3 character is an old man precocious elf to have the finale of the Zach Aelis archetype. They are, yeah, the way that I tend to, for anybody who knew Zacharias as a character, the way that I tend to pitch Aelis is like, it's Zach, but a kid. It's Zach, but a kid that isn't exhausted by the world yet. But yeah, I did make 2 kind of like no nonsense intellectual sorts of characters at the same time. That's why Fabio was such a breath of fresh air, and now I'm trying to like steer away from that with newer characters. I gotta be IO Mean Girls next phase. Yes, please. Yeah, I tend to play more masculine characters. And Sam almost always plays more feminine characters, which I think is really funny. I don't know why. I just enjoy them. But the next two characters that I'm gonna play, I think, are more feminine characters. Get in the party, loser. We're going adventuring. How do you decide on a personality for a character? I've talked about this a few times, but long story short, I always start with a flaw. I start with a flaw that I think would be really interesting to act out, and then I build the character off of the flaw. So Wazy's big flaw was that she was too honest. She didn't consider people's feelings. She would just kind of like say whatever she thought needed to be said, and didn't really have much of a gentle touch. So like that was the starting point for Wazy. Alis thinks that he's smarter than everybody else. He like really rests on that as being like his redeeming trait, and it causes him to judge other people really easily, which is something that he has to learn about. Eugene is my sci-fi slime character in space. Eugene was a cowardly, greedy piece of shit. He wanted to come out on top, and at the same time was like too cowardly to actually like act on shit, right? So yeah, I love starting characters off with big flaws because it gives you a place to grow. And it also, I think, just makes a more interesting character for me to have my characters have something that's like really glaringly like something that's interesting to RP, I guess. Whenever I play a masculine character, he turns into a sad dad. This is just toxic. He is. He can be very toxic. Yeah. But Alis is also interesting because, at least for me as the person who plays him, Alis is interesting because he's a kid. And so I think that there's a lot of like RPing somebody who needs to grow up, you know? Who still like sees things really one-dimensional sometimes, and like comes to conclusions that maybe needed a bit more ruminating, you know? Remember when Ayla someone made Leask cry? I'm sorry. Disgusting Coward was simultaneously hilarious and frustrating flaw to watch. Well, it was really interesting in Fate as well because it was something that people pinged off of all the time, right? They would be like, I think you would run away right now because you're a disgusting coward. And I'd be like, fuck, you right. There were so many situations where I just left people high and dry because other characters or the DM would be like, I think you'd leave. I don't think you would stick around to see whether or not you also get captured. I think you would just leave. And I'd be like, yep, I agree, I would. always say your characters have a piece of the player in them. What of yourself do you see in Alis? What of myself do I see in Alis? I don't know. That's hard. Yeah, that I'm still a child. I don't know. It is a deep question. I think I don't necessarily tend to make characters that are a lot like me. People who watch Fabia might disagree. I think out of all of the characters I play currently, Fabia is the one who's the most like me. But I think all of the characters tend to have a quality that I wish that I had, or that I get a lot out of RPing. Both Wazy and Alis are characters that just say what they think. That are really like straight up and honest with people about stuff for the most part. Just really like no bullshit characters. And I tend to be much more patient than either of them are. So there's something really fun about playing a character that's really different than me in that way. But I think I don't think that I would make characters like Zach and Alis if I didn't have like a really strong affinity for like, I don't know how to put this, like knowledge, I guess. Like they're both characters that really value information and learning about new things. And I think that I, as a person, really also love like learning about new things. So if I was going to retroactively answer that question, that would probably be the big like tie for me to both Alis and Zach. I love lore, but my character doesn't, and I'm suffering. Oh my god. I think I was talking with Bree about this. Fabia is hard for me to play sometimes because Fabia, I know that there are so many situations that Fabia would not give a shit about. Like sometimes when OLG's character is like, I'm going to go to this place so that I can find out about this, this, and this. Sometimes it hurts to be like, Fabia would not go with you. Fabia would not go. She doesn't give a shit. In the end, I still get to hear about it because OLG goes and I'm still listening to the DM, so I still get to hear about it. But, you know, just playing a character where you have to be like, I don't think that they would care about that is sometimes hard. I like what Brennan Lee Mulligan said about characters, that they're stained glass that your light shines through. That's sweet. I like that. Since you've started playing different games each stream, which one have you played that you've liked the most? I I don't know. We've played a lot of really good games. Even though it's like the game that I haven't really gone back to yet, I think Eastward is probably one of the best games that we've played over the last few weeks. Eastward was fantastic. Tales of Iron was really good. Oops. Trying to remember what else we played. Kana. Kana's probably the best game that I've played. Kana and Eastward would probably be tied, but I've really enjoyed a lot of other games that we've played as well. Poker Quest is very fun. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of Poker Quest. Poker Quest, Ponbarian. Like I said, I played Beastbreaker last night for quite a while. I'm here to fix all of your accidental bans. There was just the one, and I fixed it. There was just the one. I already fixed it. Yeah, watch out. I could still ban everybody in this room, and then myself. What do you mean you were slacking buying candles? What else is there to do with life than buy some great candles in October? I don't think I can ban myself. I can't. I tried to ban myself, but in the end. The chickens are good. They're loving the rain, because the rain gets the buggies to come out. I know. Where do the chickens go during winter? Where do they go? The same places they've been going during summer, to be honest. They walk around the backyard, they eat some buggies, they scratch up the grass. I do have chickens now. They're very cute. Don't they get cold? Birds in general have a really high body temperature. They're honestly fine. As long as I put plenty of bedding and stuff in their coop, they're fine. Yeah, since you guys are asking about it, let's talk about what we've played this week. I'll give you a rundown on what I liked, etc. We played... Was Pondbarian this week? I think it was. We played Pondbarian. Let's see. September 29th, which is Wednesday. Yeah. Pondbarian is very fun. It's a logic puzzle game that uses chess pieces. So the original class that you can play is Pondbarian. Each class has different chess pieces and you utilize them differently, but you basically have a board with enemies and your pieces can only move in the way that that chess piece would move in a game of chess. So if you have a knight, it moves like knights do. And all of the enemies have like different ways that they can attack and stuff. The game, I think at first when you look at it, is a little muddy, but once you understand what everything means, it actually gives you a lot of information to help you do what you need to do inside of the game, right? To like avoid getting hit or know what sort of attacks are going to happen and things like that. It's very fun. It's a really, really fun game. I've played it quite a bit already. And so, yeah, I would recommend Pondbarian quite a bit. We played a game called The Artful Escape that I think we're like halfway through. Artful Escape is very good. It's a really interesting psychedelic side-scrolling game where you play a guy who's just a folk musician, man. His uncle was like a really well-known, well-beloved folk singer and folk musician, and the character that we play is a 17-year-old who's sort of being built up as like, you know, the prodigy following his uncle. And what nobody really knows is that he doesn't really love folk music that much. Where his real passion comes out is in like rock music, basically. And so he like gets kind of inspired to sort of reinvent himself, and the game is in this sort of weird, like surreal dream state in space, where he's exploring how he actually feels about the pressure that's been put on him to be something that he's not. It's a very good game. Really good. I definitely want to finish that game. I recommend it. I found out about this game on Dropped Frames, and everybody who had played it, which I think was Rami and Zeke, they both said that they felt it was a little slow. I think that there are a couple moments that are a little bit slower, but generally I didn't really have a problem with the pacing of it. So yeah, that game's great. I don't know if I've had an opportunity to talk about Kena, or if I just haven't taken advantage of an opportunity to talk about Kena, but Kena is great. It's so good. What a beautiful game. Holy shit. Really, really enjoy Kena. You can only play it on Epic Game Store on PC, I believe, currently. But the look of the game is gorgeous. It's their first game. They normally did like just animation stuff, and so this is their first dip into doing games. The fighting feels really nice. The controls and everything are really responsive and look really nice and satisfying. I think it's a really good blend visually of like sort of dark, like this kind of like rotting corruption sort of stuff that's going on in this world versus the more lush, beautiful environments. It's just really, really nice. That's another game that I think I'm like around halfway through, but I've been really enjoying that one as well. Beastbreaker is the one that we played yesterday, and like I said, I continued to play it through the night while I was tending to my sick kid. That game is really fun. It's like a pinball battle game, but it has a little story. You play a little mouse named Skipper, I think, and Skipper is part of like a long legacy of warriors who have fought against the beasts. And the beasts are like these huge creatures, these huge like crystalline creatures that attack like all of these towns of little critters and folk. And so you slowly like meet new people and gain companions and learn how to use different weapons and all kinds of stuff. And the gameplay can get switched up quite a bit. So it's like a nice combination of it has the vibe of a game where you can just sit down and do like 10 to 15 minutes because it's basically just a boss battle game. You're just fighting these big beasties over and over and over again. And sometimes they're like directly in line with the story and you're uncovering more of the story and everything. But there are a bunch that you can do for no reason. You can like, there's always like 3 different quests that are literally just like basically Gondor calls for aid. It's just a town is like, hey, there's a beast here, and you're like, tight, I'll come kill it. Right? It's great. So it's really easy to just like popcorn it and just like play it when you have a minute. And again, the characters are like so cute and endearing. The art style is fantastic. It's the same, well, it's a studio founded by the guy who made Threes. Which, if any of you played the mobile game Threes, it's a very good game. This is a very different sort of thing, but obviously continuing the line of like enjoying puzzle games, you know? So yeah. Hi Brett, how are you? I got the courage to change my computer science major. Now I'm going to study to become a vet tech. I'm so happy for you. Following your heart. That's great. I'm on stream vacation. Hell yeah. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, I think that's all that I've played because I was going to play Signal State and I wound up not doing it. So... So yeah, that's my review of the games that I played this last week. I'm probably gonna play more Beastbreaker today. Goddamn, that game's very fun. Is Hunter still sick? I think Hunter's fine. We have no misdemeanor tonight because Brett is taking the weekend off. Next misdemeanor though, chef's kiss. Bellissima. Yeah, Hunter was on the last one. All of us except for Gerard. Gerard was doing Indieland. How many Frey bentos does strip and eat in a wing? Frey bentos? I don't know what that means. I'm still so proud of myself over this moon shit. They're tinned pies. I have no idea what they are. Thank you. It came in the media box along with the moon and a little journal. No, so I was fooled. So JP, during Sam's stream last night, JP was like, I got the moon working first try. If you can get the moon working if you can get the moon working first try, I'll gift you 100 subs. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was saying on stream, like, it makes me just not want to open it at all. Like, that's so much pressure. And people were like, no, he didn't get it first try. He was struggling with it for like 40 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay, I feel better about it then. Sure, I'll give it a whirl. Can we see the moon? Last time that I picked it up, it fell apart. So, hold on. I'll be gentle with it. Oop. Oh, it's because I hit the... It floats. Through the power of magnets, it floats. So, that's why people have had so much trouble. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's cool. It like rotates. It says Endwalker on it. You can't see it because light, but... It uses ether, guys, obviously. Is it heavy or is it awkward? It's not heavy. The second you pick it up, the moon starts to kind of wibble wobble. And again, if the moon isn't directly in the center, the magnets aren't equal to like hold it in place. And so the moon will just slap off of it. This is nitpicky. I wish it rotated in the other direction. It does. It swaps directions. It just swapped. It's going the other way now. Ours or the one with Ewoks? Did you do it on the first try? Where's the clip, guys? Let the record show. Don't hear it from me. I don't want 100 subs from JP. It was good for a goof, but I don't actually want him to give me 100 subs. Why not? 100 subs is 100 subs. Because 100 subs is extremely expensive. And I don't want him to give me 100 subs. Based on this. Like, it seems like, I don't know. Because I think he was pretty positive I wasn't going to be able to do it first try. On the other hand, he did talk shit. Oh my goodness. I believed. I thought he really did it first try. Did one of you link the clip in my Discord? Here we go. Get fucked, JP. I'm so aggressive.
Woo!
Why am I so aggressive? That's so aggro. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's the instructions. Oh, I see. Okay, here. There, I've sent it to him. Accidental phobia. It's my inner phobia crawling out of my mouth. Dude's rapid typing always scares me because I type really slow. It just sounds like I type faster than I do because it's a mechanical keyboard. Well, I shouldn't say I don't type fast. I just know a lot of people who type way faster than I do, including my mom. Hi from a very rainy London. I hope it's as rainy and cozy where you are. It's very rainy and cozy, yeah. Our kiddo is sick, so it's a very just like cuddle up on the couch sort of day. That is true. My mom typed for a job. Was a court reporter, so I had to type really fast. Shiggy types so fast, typewriter thinks she's a bot. Incredible. My mom types faster than me. It's not even her job. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my mom is in her 70s, so she learned court reporting on a type like an old school typewriter, and is just so fast. She knows shorthand. She can type crazy fast because when you're in court, you have to type everything that everyone is saying, right? It's you have to do it so fast. Birthday sub, I'm 30 years old. Wowie. Gonna go dye my hair green later as a full short person adult. Nice. Happy birthday, Kiss Awesome. I would probably be good at it with my nimble pianist fingers. That was a really funny way to end that thought. For some reason, it's really funny to me. With my beautiful piano fingies. Not mine. I'm just role playing that I'm you. Oh no, I have piano fingers. Why? Oh no. Oh no. I'm so caught on the space game with the rock musician. What's the name? Oh. Artful Escape? Is that it? The Artful Escape. It's great. It's very psychedelic. Big warnings for like flashing lights and images. But overall, it's a great game that's mostly in space. I'm sorry, so you've been diagnosed with piano fingers. I totally know what that means though, because my brother's a pianist and my brother has like those just like long, delicate, beautiful fingers. And I've talked about this before, but I used to be really self-conscious of my fingers because I have like, you know, I have like thick, crafty fingers. They're proportional to my body. They look right for my body, but I would like see my hand next to my brother's hand and be like, what the fuck happened? Like his fingers are so beautiful and slender and long. And I'm like, my hands were made to like build shit, you know? Like they're kind of like more sausagey. There's like a type of like, maybe this is the better way to explain it. You know how for some fingers you can like the knuckles are so defined? My brother's fingers, like his fingers like dip in and then there's a knuckle and then they dip in and then there's a knuckle and then they dip in, right? And it just makes, he's just got these like just really slender fingers. And mine are kind of like little Lalafell legs, you know? They start off like this and then they kind of like taper a bit. I like them. I really, honestly, if somebody was like, what's your favorite body part on your body? I would probably say my hands. They do a lot for me. I just wished that they were more like my brothers when I was growing up, but I really appreciate them now. They're perfect for who I am and what I want to do with them, you know? I talked to an old lady on a plane one time about how I would love to play the guitar, but every time I've like messed around with my dad's guitar, I've had trouble reaching the strings because my fingers are short. And she said something she said something to the effect of like, if you really want to learn, you'll figure it out. And I was like, wow, that's so unbelievably unhelpful. That's really unhelpful. Thank you for that. Yeah. In the end, I was like, I'll just get a kid's guitar if I really want to. It's good advice. You still remember it. That doesn't... The implication being that you only remember good things people say to you. I appreciate all of these recommendations that are happening in chat. This happened when I was like an older teen, if I recall correctly. So thank you. I'm aware of all of these things you guys are saying now. I realized that's a huge mug. The Dodger Coffee Co. mug, found on DodgerCoffeeCo.com. This is my original one, and I've put it through the washer so many times, through the dishwasher, that it's like starting to peel away. But as you know, I really like the look of that, so they sent me a new one with my care package. So I have one that looks like beautiful and pristine that I'm hand washing now. And then I have this one. I have one of each. But yes, it's big on purpose. I dropped mine on my foot and broke my pinky toe? Oh my god. I hope your toe's okay. I don't see coffee mugs in your Cat Gang shop. They're not on sale in the Cat Gang shop. DodgerCoffeeCo.com. The coffee store. What's the capacity of that mug? I don't know. Half of my head. Yeah, 0.5 DOOGER heads. All right, it's the top of the hour. And you know what that means. It means I'm leaving. Tight. Let's open this stuff up. We had a Valentine from Russo Guru who said, love to all my fellow burritos. Thank you very much. We also had a cheers. You know what? Let's do a cheers. It's the end of the stream, but let's do a cheers. Cheers to this fucking moon that we set up, that I'm very proud of. We set it up twice because I accidented. Incredible. Cheers to all of you for being here and hanging out with me. Cheers to my sweet daughter. May she feel better as the day goes on. Thank you all very much. I hope you're having an amazing day. And if you're not having a great day, I hope that this was a positive part of it at least. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Boop. Track 0, thank you for redeeming the cheers. Okay, let's read our activity feed. And then I'm gonna go get some fabric, maybe. Porzio, thank you for the 50 months. Flummoxed for the 33. Dark Runes for the 3. Stay Ashy for the 57. Zebdi for the 71. Maridi for the 11. Age is Fang for the 5 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for the support and the love. I appreciate it. Reikia, thank you for the 79 months. Saiyan Adam for the 62. Poldi for the 47. Yulnamara for the 13. Raiden for the 21. Yang Yang for the 23. Zico for the 70. Astra Moon for the 56. Megan Series for the 62. Small Gear for the 7. Geo Bahamut for the 52. Wakahashi for the 40. Dogon for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Thank you very much for the support and the love. I appreciate it. Pudge Peep, thank you for the 13. Air Adept for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. Melaroon, again, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Cybercat Dan for the 38 months. Literature Geek for the 37. Villas Farthik for the 31. Sporkiet for the 2. Barikato for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Thank you. K-Maf, thank you for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you, thank you. Grit Fox, thank you for the 52 months. Ardark for the 62 months. Kiss Awesome for the 77. CGK Pluie for the 18. And Unpaid Satyr for the 80. Thank you all very, very much. Claire Coffee. It's just redeemed with Raid Leader. Let's see what they're all about. Oopsies. Whoopsie doodle. They doing cooking? Okay, sure. Let's go watch a cooking stream. Spread love, spread joy. I hope you have a lovely time. No misdemeanor tonight. Again, tomorrow will be Godforged in the evening. So if you would like to watch that, that's on Joe Fudge's channel on Sunday nights. Next time that I stream normally will be on Monday. Okay? Thank you all very much. Have a great day and bye-bye.